Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist. To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
What's this focus? Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. You have my protection.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless opponents make for easy prey.
I am well aware of it.
I've got hold of the enemy!
I concur.
Show them your metal!
What's to be done about this? Places such as this are real treasures.
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
The rules at your neck.
Welcome. What to make of this?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
I vow to see this endeavour through to its end.
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change. I enjoy tackling fierce foes. I found a place with some
So tranquil.
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance. Over here, if you please. Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
The vanguard is yours.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me!
Such quietude is a blessing.
What to make of this?
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
My list of duties grows ill. Minute now.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Aye, it happened just yesterday, in fact. Put me in a right state when I saw the door unguarded. Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. It's not as if we let thieves wander around the palace, eh?
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
Trained for this. All this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir. Don't look to me to solve this. When it now.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of...
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, 'tis a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location?
What's to be done about this?
Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune. I dare say it will take a blacksmith of uncommon skill to restore a sword of such fine make. I've no knowledge of the trade myself, but perhaps Vernworth's armorer might be able to assist you.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Won't someone do aught about this?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well met, sir.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Could you come?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask that my thanks? Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
At once, Master.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Pawns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mate.
Here we are.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Polishing my armor can wait till the morn.
Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir, but there isn't to be a masquerade this day.
Lost track of time. This place is
Precious little time.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Slim pickings.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
Off we trot.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attend a palace masquerade. We cannot accompany you there, Master, but fear not. You'll find us here when you return.
That's it. I've had enough. This ain't my problem.
Lost track of time.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace. At least here I can listen to some courtly music. Makes the hours go by that much quicker, see?
You ought not to abandon your post.
Ah, don't be like that. You know as well as I do that we're more...
I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it possible.
Want some in a real battle?
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
I've seen my fair share of noble Arisen. Wastrels and curs, the lot of them.
This one's the genuine article. Surely you've heard tell of how he repelled the dragon in Mel.
Makes a man wonder when our true rulers gonna rise up and deliver us salvation.
Perhaps 'twas only my imagination.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all you like.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Eyes all round. We've a long night ahead.
Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Nice place to sit and watch the world.
To each their own. The world's better for it. There's aught to be said. A fine place to collect my thoughts. Just one last push, and I'll be done for the day.
It is quiet about.
Welcome, sir. As ever, we are delighted to...
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
It seems you have obtained information regarding the false sovereign. Captain Brant will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brant. Shall we go inform him? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
So, the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Phasus fellow are all working together. Quite the sordid trio, eh?
I know not what to make of this. We've arrived, just as planned.
Well met, sir. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. So, the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Phasus fellow are all working together. Quite the sordid trio, eh?
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
Captain will have my head if I skip another patrol.
Hail, friend! You've come at a good time. I was just hoping to speak with you. Have you heard aught of the masquerades being held in the palace of late? 'Tis said they are in celebration of the sovereign's valorous deeds. However, in truth, my mother is merely holding them to strengthen her ties with her closest retainers. But therein lies our chance, for I suspect one among them might prove an ally to our cause, a man by the name of Patrick. Might I ask you to infiltrate one of these masquerades and give him this letter? I imagine that's the most prudent way to go about this. You have my thanks. I would handle this matter myself, but I am afraid I cannot attend the masquerades. Mother refuses to allow it. I will speak with a sentinel I trust and bid that he ease his patrol on the evening in question. Pray, make use of this opportunity to slip into the venue. Patrick will be wearing a mask without a mane, and a blue cape, I believe. Hopefully this information will be enough for you to seek him out. Come to think of it, there has been tell of some important figure from a neighboring country being invited as well. I've not been told much, but any guest of my mother's is bound to be the mark of much attention. Mayhap 'twould be best to stay away from this figure, lest you attract unwanted notice. You should be going now, friend. You're not meant to be here in the first place.
Can't complain, mind. I only pray my watch finishes without it.
I dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
Are the new recruits battle ready yet?
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Whispering at me now, I dread to think of.
I'm in fine.
Mayhap I'll come day to
Stay here a bit.
Work done gracelessly is work done.
Would that I could attend these occasions every
What ought I to
year.
do?
This is the only place I can find peace. What's
I'd
going
sooner
on?
Stay out of battle where it possible. Now I've got it. Well, it's rooted in the soil of Dullahan.
There's no shame in living life for its pleasures.
Whatever am I
The
to
sky
do?
always puts me.
What is it? Is there aught you need? Ah, I see. Thank you for giving this to me. I shall pen my answer anon, behind closed doors, naturally.
What to make of this? Perhaps I'd best attend to the victims overwhelming.
Do with a decent supper. Sometimes on one's own.
Now, sense getting cold feet. I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Whatever happened to you, anyhow?
Many thanks. Patrick has already sent his reply. 'Twould seem my mother's tyranny has been weighing heavily on his heart. He has pledged to continue our correspondence and aid me in putting an end to my mother's injustices. This would not have been possible without your assistance. I am afraid I cannot offer much in the way of recompense, but pray, take this. I have a great deal yet to learn, you see.
Trained for this, such peace. Money may buy comfort, sure, but not happiness. My legs are as lead.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
So, the false sovereign, Queen Re...
Look as long as it's keep things interesting.